Duke, you must hurry to the North Pole. The aliens you defeated last season have returned and are being supported by a splinter movement known as the Feminist Elven Militia. They have brainwashed Santa and are going to use him to try and take over the world. Come quick. Why am I talking to myself? Greetings, welcome to another Deckard Games YouTube Christmas thing. If there is one game which represents all the macho man attitude, Rambo power, one-man army lifestyle sold by Hollywood during the 80s and the 90s, that game is most certainly Duke Nukem 3D. After the original game release, several expansions were also released, some official, others not so much. Duke Nuclear Winter, also known as Duke Nukem Nuclear Winter, is the third official expansion to Duke Nukem 3D, alongside with Duke It Out in DC and Duke Caribbean Life's the Beach. In fact, Nuclear Winter and Life's the Beach were released in December 30 and 31st of 1997. Unlike the other two official expansions who were published by Sunstorm Interactive, Nuclear Winter was developed by Simply Silly Software and published by Wizard Works. One important thing to notice for those who want to play this expansion is that Nuclear Winter requires the Duke Nukem 3D Plutonium Pack or the Atomic Edition pre-installed on your computer. The plot to Duke Nuclear Winter is, as one would expect, quite simple and pretty silly, doing justice to the publisher's name. Santa Claus has been captured and brainwashed by the aliens that Duke defeated last time. However, to make matters worse, they're supported by a new enemy force calling themselves the Feminist Elven Militia. Duke Nukem needs to travel to the North Pole in order to stop Santa Claus and the intruders together with whatever evil plan he has planned. So yes, it is Duke Nukem Christmas style. It can't get any better, right? And Duke Nuclear Winter starts with a rather familiar main menu with your typical main options. The most obvious thing to do is to start a new game and choose the Nuclear Winter option. After that we are taken to the first level and things start to go downhill from here. The first level, named Deja Vu, starts at the Red Light District from LA Meltdown. Yep, the player starts in the area where Red Light District ends, which effectively makes it virtually the same as doing the level in vice versa, with a few changes here and there to make it somewhat different. After beating this first level, which ends where the original starts, the second level, entitled Where It All Began, as you may have guessed, we're in Hollywood Holocaust, playing the level from the end to the very beginning. It's the exact same level but mirrored. Yes, the first two levels in Nuclear Winter are copies of their original counterparts, but we play them from end to start. Back in the day when the add-on was released, this was considered kind of a lazy work, and after 23 years, it doesn't get any different. This results in Nuclear Winter only having 5 original levels, and some of those are very short. Needless to say that Nuclear Winter plays just like the original Duke 3D. The player starts at point A, has to find its way to point B, where the level ends, and in between enemies need to be killed, Duke Nukem style, cards need to be collected, to open doors, secret places and items can be found. It's your usual Duke Nukem stuff.
Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Duke Nuclear Winter offers new outfits and appearances for the enemies, such as Santa hats and red outfits for big cops. New inclusions to Duke's list of enemies are evil snowmen, which come in 3 varieties. One type stands still and pelt Duke with snowballs. The second replaces the assault commander, for it flies around and blasts freeze-thrower projectiles. They look pretty good and are a welcome addition to the list of baddies to battle, but it's a shame that there are no new weapons or even sprite swaps of the guns. Joining the fight are the FEM grunts, equipped with the SMGs as well as, on rare occasions, shrinkways, and the shotgun-packing FEM drones. What is unique about these enemies in Nuclear Winter is that they drop presents on death. Things like guns, health or armor will pop out. These Christmas presents certainly break the ice and do come in handy. It is the season of giving after all. At the end the player will fight Santa Claus, not to be confused with Claus, not a cool pun, who sprints around spamming the area with gunfire and rockets. Sometimes he will glitch out and refuse to shoot. Every time the jolly fat man is hurt, he'll exclaim, "It's not nice to shoot Santa." And this can get quite annoying or, well, in fact, very annoying. All in all, the final boss fight is as satisfying as getting a lump of coal for Christmas lunch. Now the biggest flaw in Nuclear Winter is the mediocre map quality. Out of the entire 7 levels, the first 2 levels are basically the first 2 levels from the original game, which have been covered in snow and tweaked slightly. Of course, seeing how the areas have changed since Duke last visited them is a bit interesting, but going through them again still feels like a chore. The lack of any decent puzzles is disappointing too. Even the final multiplayer exclusive map is boring to blast through. Accompanying the levels are some cheesy Christmas songs on loop, which will either make you smile due to the contrast of happy carol sings with mayhem and explosions, or will drive you into insanity. You can give it the cold shoulder by turning the music off, of course. In the end, Duke Nuclear Winter is an average experience on the whole. If interested, Duke Nukem 3D, which can be found on Steam, bundles the expansion with some others, but don't expect a brilliant time. It may be a bit fun gunning down the new selection of foes, yet the iffy map design, short length, and tedious boss battle will probably disappoint more than a few. Duke Nukem is disappointed. And if you are not disappointed with this video, feel free to check all the others that I have right here on this channel which you are watching. Before proceeding to those, leave a like in this one because it's Christmas, and click that subscribe button because your support is always very much appreciated. As always, thank you very much for watching this that you just did. I wish you all a tremendous holidays with all the precautions needed. And until my next video, please do take care.
Come get some.